Good evening, guys, and welcome to another session of Sunday Setups Market Outlook. I'm your host, Jacob, and today I'll be bringing you a forecast of things that we have operating for the week ahead, okay? So before we get into the chart work and the technical side of things, if you haven't already, please check out our website at litcapitalacademy.com so that you can start your trading journey with us, okay? We're 6 months into the year. It's now an exciting time in regards to actually be getting on your financial journey in regards to the world of investment and trading on the whole, okay? So check out our website as well if you haven't. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can keep bringing you quality content like this, okay? So before we get into it, what we're going to do is check the economic calendar for the week ahead. And in doing so, what we can expect in regards of fundamentals having an impact on some of the currency pairs that we're looking at, okay? So going into the second week of June on the Monday, nothing really high impact that's standing out. We do have some unemployment data for the Swiss franc, so that'll be something to kind of keep an eye on. But other than that, there's nothing really scheduled that should have a massive impact on the Monday coming. Going into Tuesday, we have some GDP for the yen. Okay, so that'll be in the middle of the night. So that'll be something to look out for those that are interested in yen pairs. We also have some gross domestic product for the euro, and we also have the goods trades balance for the US. Okay, so I'm very intrigued to see how that pans out. Okay, because it could really affect the things that we have kind of lined up for the markets. Going into Wednesday, we got the CPI for China, and we also have the Bank of Canada interest rate decision. Okay, so I personally don't trade any CAD pairs like that, but for those that do be on the lookout for Wednesday, okay, because it could have a really impactful time in regards to those that are trading those CAD pairs. Okay, going into Thursday, we have the interest rate decision for the euro. So this is something I'm particularly looking out for. It's also followed up with the monetary policy statement. So very intrigued to see how the euro fares in regards to what's being said in press conference. Okay, it's not so much the interest rate decision, so I personally don't think they're going to change it, but it's more what's going to be said in the statement. So Thursday afternoon, New York session should be a vibe. And then to finish off with Friday, nothing really standing out. Okay, we got some manufacturing data from the pound, and we also have a G7 meeting in the euro, but it's actually in the middle of the night time. So euro is the main focus for me personally, as well as the US, of course. But just in regards to fundamentals, those are the things that I'm personally going to be looking out for. So if we head over to the charts, I want to take you guys over to the DXY. Okay, so looking at the currency index, we are actually chilling in a daily lip lock at the moment, way back when from 2018. And as we can see, going into the start of the year, we had a great boom from it. And coming back into February, and we did have a real rush. So I am overall bearish on the dollar, okay? But just the fact that we're inside this zone again, there's no reason why we can't have a bit of a fight back, because the dollar has been on a downpour since around March times, where we've just kind of been declining for this whole time. So just going off of what we're seeing formulate and what we've been seeing formulate the last week or so, I'm inclined to see a push to the upside to kind of target some of these equal highs that have been left in on the chart, and seeing that temporary dollar strength before we do overall keep continuing to the downside. Like if I head to the weekly and stuff, I just want to see a bit of a push back up to kind of just wipe out some of the liquidity that's resting in those areas before heading to the downside. Okay, so we're only into the second week of June, so I will be expecting just that pullback higher before we do continue, because like we said, we've just kind of been on a downward slope. But coming into the end of May and the start of June, we was kind of consolidating in this area for a bit, and formulating what to me looks like a bit of a bullish pattern. So I want to see the temporary strength continue personally, which will kind of line up with some things that we're seeing on some of the currency pairs. So if I head over to EURUSD, this is kind of, for those that do trade Euro USD and look at the dollar, it's an inverse correlation. So what we've been kind of seeing on Euro, we're kind of looking to see that downpour. So if I head to the daily chart, we've been seeing some mitigation plays kind of plan out, on Thursday and Friday. So we're just looking to see if we can get a move down to the first TP. For me would be this imbalance fill which is at the 122.40 to 50 area. That's personally the first target, but you know, just by looking at the bigger time frame, if we're just to go towards the weekly and stuff, I would actually like to see it, you know, come down a lot lower than that. So 119 is somewhere where I'd be looking to potentially be a buyer again, just from what I'm seeing on the chart. But the first, as and when, you know, we could probably expect to bounce off of that area once that imbalance is filled. So that is the first thing that I'm kind of, you know, hoping for, whether it pans out at the start of the week or whether we kind of, you know, move to the downside to open up in regards to when the market's open, and then become a buy later in the week with the interest rate. It could go either way. So I'm definitely looking to see some selling pressure hit if we are to see the DXY continue. So I'm also going to go over GU. So pretty similar outlook in comparison to what we just discussed in EURUSD. I'm actually looking to see this come a lot lower than EURUSD in regards to pip count and stuff. You know, with the pound pairs, those that trade it, it's a lot more volatile. Okay, so I'm targeting the 139 level. I do expect us to come down there. Whether or not we start formulating buys once we get there, we'll have to assess that. But that is the actual area that I think we can get to in order to see more buyers to head higher in the market. But just by going to the 4 hour, if we check it quick, we've kind of formed a double top in this area. So what I would like to see is you know, even the market open and we push back up, whether we want to come down and retest this candle here and go back up, or we actually just want to continue and leave that equal high there. I want to see a potential mitigation in regards to these two equal highs being taken out, and a mitigation play to actually continue the sell down, because as you can see here, just by looking on this time frame, we're in a bit of a range at the moment. But on the higher time frame, we're actually in a weekly high candle. So in doing what the market is showing us in regards to being in that range, hopefully we can get that sell to the downside, which will be quite lucrative. Okay, so both of those currencies that I've gone through, you know, is really going to be dependent on if the DXY can gather that push and give us that strength to the upside. Okay, so those are the two things that I'm personally looking at on regards to the majors. The only other pair that kind of I'm in sync with at the moment is EURGBP. Okay, so I believe there's a big buy coming on Euro Pound real soon. So, you know, I've been, you know, those in the Discord and stuff like that, I've been banging on about Euro Pound for a little while now, and haven't actually seen the buy formulate in regards to, you know, this slow range of motion that we kind of been heading down towards. So I'm actually looking for a bit of these imbalances to be filled, coming to the daily area. If we go on the weekly, there's a massive area in regards to session candles and things of that nature at the bottom here. So whether or not we can clear this liquidity this week, I'm hoping so, because we have been on a bit of a downpour with the pound leading the charge over the euro this week. I want to see this area taken out, and then, you know, I've got an alert set and stuff like that. I want to see what happens within these two areas that I've got highlighted, because on smaller time frames there's something there which tells me we could be seeing a buy. But as and when this does formulate, you know, we're looking to target these equal highs that have been left. So in doing so, we could expect you know, the pound to actually get weaker overall. So, you know, that could mean shorts on GU, like I just showed you guys on the other chart as well. But it's all going to be dependent on as and when we get down there. Okay, I'm not going to be happy with taking any type of buyers in the area that's at. I want to see a bit more of some pushing pressure from the pound before we get that buy. But nonetheless, I do believe this is a big buy on the cards. Okay, so patience is going to pay with this one for sure. But, you know, just with that correlation of GU, EU, and Euro Pound, you know, I'm kind of expecting these to play out within this week. Okay, so that being said, for those that aren't in the Discord, as I mentioned, you know, all of these setups will be being posted in the Discord, along with detailed analysis, as to why it is I'm looking at these moves for the week ahead. Okay, remember that the fundamental interest rate for the euro, I think that may be the catalyst for these pairs. Okay, so whether or not we want to continue the downpour to start the week or closer into the middle of the week and stuff like that, I think we can see some buyers on this pair. Okay, so with that being said, you know, if you're not in the Discord and you'd like access, if you want to head over to our website and go to our packages, you can get access to our community for £25 a month. Okay, there is a ton of value in there, not just charts. Come and join our trading community and be around, you know, energy that is all trading the same way and being in that nature of, you know, wanting to see one another grow. Okay, so if that's something that you're interested in, head over to our packages page. So that's me for today, guys. You know, I'm excited for this week ahead. It'll be, you know, something to look out for in regards to those fundamental updates, but I'll always play the technicals as usual. And then, you know, let's see what pans out, because there is a lot on the cards. Okay, those are some of the pairs that I covered, but there's also gold as well. But that's kind of just going to be put into the Discord in regards to what I think for that. So I'm going to leave it there. Hope you guys enjoyed the call. Okay, please like and subscribe to our YouTube over at Lit Capital if you found this video useful. Okay, you know the vibes. Slit side. Please remember, every day is money day. Peace.